Hello and welcome to Dad Got This. We're answer the tough questions like, can I make some chocolate chip cookies in my Ninja Woodfire? And what's a cookie's favorite band? That second one's easy. Oreo Speedwagon. I happen to be a big Disney fan, and one thing Disney has at their Disney Springs location here in Orlando is a place called Gideon's Bakehouse. And they make these half-pound cookies that are just amazing. So we're gonna try to recreate those cookies, but add the Ninja Woodfire as a little smoky twist. The recipe I'm using is from Marley's menu. I'll throw a link down in the description. It had really good reviews as far as being very close to Gideon's. I'm not a baker, so we're gonna use their recipe. Let's get into it. I am not a baker, but I do own one of these for when I bake. I absolutely love this KitchenAid stand mixer. It is very handy. It's my meat grinder, my cheese shredder. It's basically everything to me. We're gonna put on our paddle. You could definitely do this with a hand mixer if you don't have one of these, but this definitely makes life a little bit easier. First step, we have some butter. 5 tablespoons of softened butter. 3 tablespoons of vegetable shortening. And 1 cup of sugar, supposed to be dark brown, tightly packed, but I only have light brown, so I'm already making a mistake. And now we are going to cream this together. Pretty creamy looking to me. We're just gonna push it down on the sides here. Make sure we kind of got everybody all mixed up and nice and happy. I think we did okay. 1 large egg, hopefully no shells. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Use the real stuff if you can. It's just gonna taste better. Whisk it together, or beat it, whatever you do. Teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm using sea salt. We're gonna mix. 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I like to go in a little bit at a time, otherwise it gets splashy on you. Looks mixed. It does say if it's a little bit crumbly at this point, that's okay. Mine is definitely a little bit crumbly at this point. We are now done with the mixer, and it's time to add in 1 cup of dark chocolate chips. I have about a half and half mix of dark and milk chocolate because we like a little bit of milk chocolate in this family. I think I'll be fine. Make sure you still have at least a 1/2 cup, probably closer to a cup, of your chocolate chips left over. I'm using the dark chocolate ones because they're nice and big to press into the cookie after they're cooked to give it that signature Gideon's look. Now we just gotta fold these in to our batter, which is very crumbly. I really hope that it's supposed to be like this. And now we have to put this in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour to chill. You can go up to overnight. Supposedly resting your dough like this makes a big difference in how your chocolate chip cookies come out. So I'm gonna go stick these in the fridge. See you in about an hour.
You say you like brisket, ribs, and pumpkin pie. But can you handle the dad jokes that come with them? My cookbook, Bad Jokes, Good Food, has over 24 Woodfire recipes guaranteed to make you hungry and groan at the same time. Order your copy now at dadgotthis.com.
Gideon's cookies are giant. They are half-pound cookies. The recipe I'm using calls for 6-ounce cookies, which are close to half-pound, but not exactly. I'm changing everything, so I'm gonna go with 7. I'm gonna take this little half cookie sheet I have, and I'm going to put down some parchment paper because I don't have a silicone baking mat. The instructions say to oil your hands and roll them into balls is the best way to do this. So, I'm going to oil my hands. I have a little scale here for the first one, and we're gonna take some dough, which is still very crumbly, but kind of turning itself into a cookie dough ball. That's only 4 ounces. That is a 6.6 ounce dough ball. The thing to allow for expansion, I might only get 3 cookies on this sheet for the first bake. So I do want to give them room to spread out a little. We'll go with 3, we'll make the other ones later. I've decided to go with a temperature of 275 degrees Fahrenheit and just cook them until they're nice and brown on the outside and they kind of look done. Gideon's cookies are very soft, very chewy, almost undercooked. So that's the technique I will be going for. We're gonna set the wood fire up a little bit later because actually we have to re-refrigerate these. You have to press them down a little bit so that they are, quote unquote, a little bit taller than they are wide. And you want 2 inches around each to allow for expansion. Into the fridge for 1 more hour. I've got my pellet hopper and I have filled it with smoking pecan shell pellets. Now, shake it from side to side and give it the dad shake. The dad shake either compacts the pellets and makes it burn better, separates the pellets and gives it lots of air and makes it burn better, or does absolutely nothing and just makes me feel like it burns better. I still do it every time. They went for about 37 minutes to get to this point where I think they look awesome. And now we are supposed to take a handful of chocolate chips and press them into the outside of the freshly baked cookie, which is not working. It has some sort of skin on it. I'm wondering if I need to like wet them maybe. I'm gonna wet it. I'm not sure if it's because of the smoking process. These have like a harder skin on the outside than a Gideon's cookie does. So I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of water to hopefully kind of soften it. Try to just push them in there. We'll see. I don't want this cookie to fall apart on me, which is what it's doing. Really coming apart on me. That is not how they're supposed to look. They're supposed to be soft and tacky so that you can get these chocolate chips on there. I doubt they place their chips by hand, but they're warm, so I'm hoping maybe the chips will melt onto the cookie. And I already tell you, these are not gonna taste like Gideon's cookies, probably because of how I cooked them. Now we're gonna let these cool for 30 minutes to an hour. Oh wait, there is one more thing to try to make them Gideon's-ish. Gideon's hits their cookies with a little bit of salt. So I'm gonna put, I wish I had flaky sea salt. That one looks better. This one, the kernels are a little big. Kernels, crystals, crystals. All right, now I gotta wait. I don't wanna wait, I wanna eat it right now. I'll wait. 8 minutes. I made it 8 minutes. I can't wait an hour. We're gonna try this one right now. Okay, first thing I'm gonna try is the old crack it in half. Oh, looks nice and ooey gooey on the inside. That's a good cookie. Oh man, that's fantastic. Got a little bit of a hint of a smoky flavor, adding a little something to it. The texture is really nice actually. It has that crispy cookie crunch on the outside, but you get to the inside and it's like soft and cakey. And then the chocolate chips, they stuck. Just kind of placing them on there like, I mean, it worked. That is a fantastic cookie. Future Dad here with a couple of caveats. Yes, they were fantastic cookies. No, they were not Gideon's cookies. So if you want to get them closer to Gideon's, cook them the exact same way as the recipe says, which is 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 to 14 minutes. Use the wood fire, use everything like that. Use the either the bake setting or the smoke setting. I don't think it would matter. And I think you're going to get a cookie that is closer to Gideon's. Also, press them down further. I did not press them down enough. Went back and looked at some Gideon's cookies and mine were way too tall. Think that had part of the issue. So press them down a little bit flatter, cook them at 325 Fahrenheit for 12 to 14 minutes, and you'll get much closer to a Gideon's cookie. As these sit and cool, the smoke flavor became way more pronounced. I think they may have even gotten a little bit too much smoke. When they were fresh, I didn't taste it as much, but as they cooled and sat in a container and kind of bathed in that smoke, it was a very strong smoke flavor. I liked it. My wife, my kiddo, it was too smoky for them. So maybe make those changes if you're looking for a cookie closer to Gideon's and don't want as smoky a flavor. All right, back to the video. If you enjoyed that, please do the likey subscribe thing. YouTube loves it when you leave a like. I love it when you leave a comment. I answer just about every comment in my comment section. You really want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. You get all kinds of fun benefits, but if you can't, subscribing would be enough. So with all that out of the way, there is only one question left to answer. What's Thanos' favorite cookie? Ginger snap. Yeah, pretty bad. Dad may tell horrible dad jokes, cook some amazing smoked chocolate chip cookies, but one thing Dad will never do is an outro. So that's it. Bye.
This is the part where I thank all of my members. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for your support, and rock on. I don't know why I said rock on, but rock on.